Imagine living in the 1950s and dreaming about the fantastical achievements that humanity would realise by 2025, then watching this.
The big 1000 was completely done. The room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
That's it, that's your fantastical achievement. Being a receptacle for over 1,000 dudes in a single day.
I don't need a wheelchair, like I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had. I think if it had continued how it did for the first sort of 3-4 hours, I would have struggled.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
A physical accomplishment to rival and surpass mankind's greatest endeavours. Roger Bannister's sub 4-minute mile, Edmund Hillary's ascension of Mount Everest, Felix Baumgartner's world record space jump. Nothing compared to Bonnie Blue's world record of sleeping with 1,057 men in just 12 hours. She can't have got much sleep.
I think my longest break was 3 minutes yesterday, and I took 4 breaks in total.
Commentator Alex Phillips, who caused controversy after claiming that mass migration was exacerbating sexual harassment of women in the UK.
When I walk down the street, I'm increasingly being leered at. I'm increasingly being followed like I'm going around the souks of Morocco. And it's not, visibly to me anyway, people who were born and bred here. It isn't.
And was later, of course, proven completely correct. Responded to Blue by asserting, quote, "We really need to have a conversation about how women like this are contributing to a dangerous perception of white women among other communities." A salient point, given that many have noticed the men taking part in Blue and her pal Lily Phillips' stunts appear to be, well, let's just say, quite diverse.
Then, do you want to be picked up? Do you want the video to be picked up?
She definitely seems to have a type.
I'm asking politely.
Nah, it's not polite enough.
Please, Daddy.
When this point was put to Blue directly during an Instagram live stream, she seemed a bit uncomfortable about it.
How many Indian guys?
Quite a specific question, that. We don't really track race, so unsure.
I don't know. I had one guy from Turkey, I remember that, because he was asking me to guess where I was from. You look sad. No, I'm just reading your comments.
The fact that Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips' stunts are attracting so much attention, at the same time as outrage is spiralling over the mass grooming and sexual commodification of young white girls in the UK, is also an extremely disturbing parallel. Alex Phillips, within an hour of posting that tweet, was predictably smeared as a racist.
This is a story that had absolutely nothing to do with race,
But hit back by pointing out the blindingly obvious observation that porn culture seems to be largely dominated by white blonde girls. Interesting, isn't it, how it's the one industry, at least on the female side, where there's not much of an outcry over the lack of diversity. So I've had Scott Mannion on my podcast. I've been on his show, he's a mate, and he's done the hard yards with his YouTube channel. It's quality content, and its main focus is traditional restoration. He deciphers the essence of Anglo-Saxon and Anglo-American values and virtues using the myth, tradition, symbolism, and lore that forged English civilization. Scott hosts talks with traditional new right thinkers, conservatives, subversives, dissidents, and analyses English verse, ritual, and story to uncover what he calls lost psycho-technologies that can solve today's problems. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, we need to lift up talent on our side and get him to over 10,000 subs. So pause the video right now. Don't forget to come back to it though. Come on, it only takes a few seconds. Scroll down to the description and his pinned comment, click on his YouTube channel, and subscribe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! That's it, simple as. Now back to the video. Prostitution used to be nearly exclusively the domain of poor, desperate young women. Now thanks to OnlyFans, prostitution has become a possible career choice for financially stable, upper-class women. It's extremely depressing and deeply terrifying to consider how many women in the latter camp have jumped at the chance to be hookers.
I told you girls, taking
fluids for moisturiser was good for your skin.
I mean, we could ask, where's her husband? But after marrying her childhood sweetheart in 2022, Blue's decision to become a cam girl led to their divorce. The lesson being she may have got rich, but she's basically ruined her chances of ever finding true love. We could ask, where are the parents? Literally on the payroll.
Yeah, to start with, they was a bit gutted and was like, you know, we wouldn't choose this for you.
Until the cash started rolling in.
If I ask them now, it's a complete different story.
Bonnie Blue is the latest manifestation of a horrendously damaging narrative, which indoctrinates a generation of young women into believing that fleeting notoriety and wealth is worth selling your body and soul for.
Like, and it really has changed my life.
When in reality, studies have shown the alarming high prevalence of depression and other mental health problems among female adult film performers, underscored by countless examples of female performers becoming victims of deaths of despair. For the vast majority of young women who will be influenced to follow Blue's example, this isn't a recipe for success and happiness. It's a one-way path to abject misery. Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips and their OnlyFans ilk are pushing an incredibly harmful lifestyle choice. The commodification of utter degeneracy. And it's largely being directed at teenagers on TikTok.
It's the fact that you use terms like barely legal.
But it's like the barely legal, that's what the media gave me.
No, you directly said it yourself.
I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds.
The Kuma mindset Blue and her ilk are pushing on men is literally damaging their brains, emptying their bank accounts and ruining their marriages, with her openly encouraging husbands to cheat on their wives.
We all talk about being happy and doing what's best for you, and if her isn't the best thing, then yeah, he needs to go elsewhere.
Rampant promiscuity used to be, rightly, something to be ashamed of because it was publicly shamed. Now our diseased society has glamorized it to the point where 1.4 million women in America alone are OnlyFans creators, and a staggering 82 million American men are OnlyFans subscribers. And while trapped in that Kuma doom lifestyle, not a single one of them will ever be truly happy. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.